Now, I know what a lot of you are probably thinking right now. Rand, what are you doing? You already did a video about Microsoft buying new studios or opening up new ones. Why are you back on this article? And the reason I'm back on this article is because there is a huge nugget of information at the very end that got buried and nobody was talking about it. And I wanted to make a video because it's quite important. It's about the future of Xbox and how it very well may be streaming related. What is going on, guys? Randall Thor 19, the man with the million, back again with another video. And it's Xbox One X Day. Hope everybody got their consoles and is enjoying it. I'll be getting mine later. But this article that talked about the new game studios and acquiring them, right? Did the video yesterday. At the very end, buried, there is a interesting statement or comment here, right? And I wanted to talk about this. While software and services are becoming more important, the console isn't near death yet. It's still best for gamer enthusiasts and the top games and will remain so for quite some time. But Microsoft will probably debut a streaming service that doesn't require a console for some type of content in the next 3 years, Spencer said. A 2012 trial of such a service inside the company was too costly and never made it to market. But Microsoft's progress in the Azure cloud services over the past few years is changing the economics and quality level, he said. These are direct Phil Spencer quotes. I mean, not the direct quotes, but the paraphrasing. And I haven't seen anybody really talk about this. So, a console that really isn't a console, right? It is a streaming service that doesn't require any sort of console that will stream some types of content. I wonder what that would be. And it will release sometime in the next 3 years. Just so happens that there's a PS5 coming out sometime in the next 3 years, right? And what's interesting is they've already tried this. In 2012, they tried it inside the company. It was way too costly, and they decided to scrap it. But as we all know, Microsoft has heavily invested in the cloud. That's where Satya, the new CEO, kind of made his name at Microsoft. And all the changes and improvements they made have increased the quality level, and the economics have kind of played out. So, while the Xbox One X is out right now, and it is the most powerful console ever made, the future is still coming. You know, we know Sony wants to do something in that field. They bought Gaikai. They turned Gaikai into PlayStation Now, a service where you stream games from them at a fixed price. And that was kind of maybe their answer to backwards compatibility, but I think they want to do more. Because for a lot of these companies, Xbox, Nintendo, PlayStation, there's really no money, or if there's money, it's very minimal in buying the hardware. The money's all in the software. It's all in the subscriptions. It's all in the DLC and the monetization, right? Microsoft will give you the system and they'll break even, right? They're basically selling you an Xbox One X at $500, and that's how much it costs them to make. They make no money on it. But what they're hoping for is that you subscribe to Xbox Live for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years. That you buy 8 games a year. You know, because every single purchase that you make digitally, they get a 30% cut of that money. And that goes for games and DLC content and microtransactions. You know, they hope that you subscribe to Xbox Game Pass. That's where the real money is. That's why Phil has said hardware is important, but monthly active users and how you monetize them is more important. Even Sony has talked about that, where they've come out recently and they said, you know what, hardware, the number you sell is important, but man, monthly active users is really important, right? So I think this is the future. I don't necessarily think it's coming in 3 years, like full-blown 3 years. The next console from Xbox is a set-top box, a streaming stick, right? I think they're going to slowly try to get people used to that idea the way they have with digital games. I mean, digital games, everybody was against digital before the start of this generation. And as the generation has gone on, more and more people are more willing to buy digital games than before. Destiny 2 just came out and sold more than half the games digitally. And it's going to increase every single year. Gamers are getting more comfortable buying games digitally. And that's because of all the stuff on Steam and how they've transfixed their marketplace down to what PlayStation's doing and Xbox is doing. People feel comfortable buying digital games. And that's part of the backwards compatibility promise that Xbox is making. You know, you buy the games from us, we'll make sure they work going forward, because that's what the 360 and the original Xbox, that's why they're doing it. But this idea that there will be a streaming service, because that's what the quote says. It's not what this guy's making up. He goes, I mean, let's read it again so everybody understands. But Microsoft will probably debut a streaming service that doesn't require a console for some types of content in the next 3 years, Spencer said. So that's what he told the guy. He's saying in 3 years of some sort, there'll be a streaming service that doesn't require a console. The 2012 trial was too costly and never made it to market. But the progress they made in the Azure over the past few years is changing the economics, he said. So this is happening, right? It's buried at the very end of this article, but this very well could be the future of Xbox. You know, I'm pretty sure we're going to get another console, right? In 3 years to compete with the PS5. And they'll debut this streaming service, see what it is, see if it gets traction. But after that, who knows? Who knows what the future is going to bring? I mean, you have ISPs and the data caps. Is it realistically to expect you to be able to stream a game from, say, the servers or the cloud from Microsoft in 4K and play it at near zero latency like you would expect? Are people's internet going to be able to handle that? And are people willing to completely give up physical and go with this digital, full digital age? Because that's what this would do. If they're going to do a streaming service, they aren't going to be selling any physical copies of stuff, right? They're literally going to sell you a $50 stick of some kind that you plug into your TV like Hulu, that you sign into Xbox Live, that you pay a subscription for, and you just buy the games there or rent the games, and you just stream it from their servers to your TV. So they don't have to spend all the R&D on making these consoles every few years. Sounds like that's the future for Microsoft. I mean, we know Sony has kind of looked at it too with Gaikai and PlayStation Now. The question just still remains. Are gamers going to be ready for that? Are gamers going to be ready to fully ditch physical and to actually just give over to streaming? Some people will. Some people won't. And honestly, I don't really want to stream a game that I'm playing. I'd rather have it digitally on my console or a disc. You know, my internet's not the greatest right now. I could upgrade it for more cost, you know, but I'm still have that cap from Comcast, that 1 terabyte cap. I mean, if I stream a game in 4K, how much of that data is going to go right to that cap? And I have to upgrade it even further. I know that is the long play here. And it's clear that's what Xbox believes, because Phil's talking about it in this Bloomberg Technology interview. They're going to debut it. They've tried it before, and now it's at the point where it might be The quality level and the economic level are right there. The question is, are gamers going to be acceptive of this idea in a few years? I don't know. I'm not. I'd rather have my games at least on my hard drive, but I want to know what you guys think. Am I kind of off the reservation here? Is this a reality? I mean, it seems like it. This is his quote. Are you really ready for an all-digital streaming future? Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I really want to hear what people have to say about all this. And if you enjoyed the video, as always, make sure you hit that like button. Consider subscribing to the channel for more content. Share this out on Twitter and all the social media so more people can check it out. Hit the notification bell so you're always notified when I do drop new videos. Thank you guys for watching the video. Hope everybody enjoys the rest of their day and enjoys that beautiful Xbox One X. And I'll see you in the next video. Later, guys.